Alright, what's going on? I'm Mazal, so welcome to the video. In this video, we'll be talking about the Shiver situation in Splatoon 3 because I feel like people are reacting in a very wrong way, and it's almost backwards the way people are reacting about it. Because I feel like if we flip the script here and we look at it the other way, people would be completely outraged and upset. So basically, if you guys don't know, Shiver is a character in Splatoon 3. She is one of the idols, one of the new idols for the game, and people were assuming that she was non-binary because they didn't specify anything, which is completely stupid. I don't know why you would assume something like that without any evidence or anything besides just a coincidence, which is my biggest disagree with this whole situation, and I never really fell on board with it myself. I didn't. I kind of didn't say anything about it. I didn't really feel like we needed to say that or anything, but basically people just kind of got this in their head and had it accepted in their head that Shiver was non-binary when she's not. Um, and it's sad that Nintendo did not come out and say that she wasn't. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was obvious, but people will be people and they will assume things just to try to push their agenda or whatever. But that's a different topic. But basically, I feel like people are just reacting in a stupid, outrageous way. So basically, Game Explain said that they talked to Nintendo and Shiver is a female. And I didn't get a lot of people. I didn't like see a lot of people, but there's one person that was like, "Thank God we have a definite answer. Now can we please talk about put this to bed and focus on the actual game rather than the gender of a fictional squid child?" And that's one thing that I can agree with. I think we should focus on the fact that the game isn't that good and it's basically an update to Splatoon 2, and we don't need to be focusing on the gender of characters. I mean, people there was one comment that I didn't get, but basically they were like, there's not even genders in Splatoon 3. And my response to that is there is, just not in the American version of the game. Because I found this out because I made sure and I looked it up that it was right. Basically, in the Japanese version of the game, it says choose your gender or whatever. It says whatever it says choose a style. It would say choose. Instead of style, it would say gender. But whenever they were translating it, they changed it to select a style to be more inclusive or whatever. So people are just basically thinking that Splatoon 3 as a whole does not have genders, when in reality, it's just the American version that doesn't have genders in it. Because gender is an offensive term now, I guess. But basically, people are putting stuff like this everywhere. Where I caught this person's name because I don't want to, incite hate or whatever on them. But people are putting she's non-binary anyway or whatever, and they're gonna call her non-binary and stuff, whether you like it or not and whatnot. And I just think that's completely backwards. And I feel like if we flip the script, it'd be a totally different story. Like let's say Shiver was non-binary, and there's people out there that were like, "Oh, she's a female anyway. I don't care." Like people would be upset about that, right? But why are we not saying anything about people that are being basically immature children and saying that they don't care what this character's gender is? They're calling them what they want to, and that doesn't matter. When if you flipped it to where she was non-binary, people were saying that you'd be some sort of phobe. I don't really understand how that's okay. I think if a character has, you know, if a character is a female, we should call them a female. And it's all about it's all about people's agenda not being pushed the way they want it to, and there not being representation and being woke the way they want it to be. So they just get upset and they make it that way even when it's not. And I just think it's completely wrong, and we should just stop and we should just focus on the game. Focus on the game. I'm not as big of a Splatoon fan as I used to be, but I still enjoy the game. I'm not going to be buying Splatoon 3 personally. Maybe when price goes down a little bit, maybe when the game gets more updates, I'll buy it. But as of right now, I'm not buying the game because I really don't see a point. I played a lot of Splatoon 2. I unfortunately lost my Splatoon 2 save data and lost all of my stuff whenever I switched from the Switch to the Switch OLED. I didn't get my save data. I don't know what happened, but one of my friends was the same way too. He didn't get his save data, and so we just kind of stopped playing the game. But that's not gonna really affect me with Splatoon 3 because you restart anyway. But I'm not gonna be buying it on launch or anything like that because it's a big price to pay for not a lot. So I mean, who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But that does it for this video. And if you guys liked it, please let me know. This was just a quick video. If you guys aren't interested in Splatoon, don't watch it. Obviously, should have said at the beginning, but it's okay. All right. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully soon. And goodbye.